7:35. The Leafs are playing. They're playing in, well, it's not exactly my favorite Leafs uniform, but it is a favorite uniform of mine for the Leafs. They're playing in their St. Pat's uniforms, which means they're in green. They used to be the Toronto St. Pat's, so this is a traditional uniform of theirs. It's not something that they just put on for St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow. It is tomorrow, and it is something they put on every St. Patrick's Day, but they don't put it on because it's gimmick. It's because it's in their history. So whatever. So I always like it. It makes them, different. Who else does that? Yeah, I think I was in the middle of doing the dishes when my phone rang. And surprise, surprise, it was my niece, my grandniece. No, yeah, my grandniece, whose birthday I said that I was getting a card for and whatever a little while ago, a few weeks ago. She was calling to thank me for the card, and I was surprised because they haven't thanked me for anything like that in a long time. I was taught to always thank, but whatever. I thought it's just kids these days. But today she called. So this is the younger one of the grandnieces. So that's perhaps, why I find it more unusual, because the younger ones don't usually, and I expect the parents to do it, right? Which they don't do. They don't do. But whatever, no matter. I still send them. I don't care. They're such wonderful girls. I think they're great. And I always send them birthday gifts and Christmas gifts. That's what we do. And yeah, so I was surprised to get this phone call. She's not very good talking to me over the phone, even though we did see each other this summer, and it's not like I'm a stranger, but I'm a stranger. She has been alive for a long time, 13 years, and not seen much of me, okay? It used to be when my husband was around, we'd go there twice a year. But lately, it hasn't been so much. So, yeah. So it was a surprise. A very pleasant surprise. No problem. But then I said, oh, I was surprised, what did I say? I said, I don't know. Anyway, I noticed that it was, we were chatting, and I mentioned that I was expecting my sister to be calling because it was her name, it was her phone that got used. So I thought it was my sister calling for, whatever reason. And it was Gabby. And she says, oh, yeah. She wants to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So have a great day, whatever. She went to a basketball game. So they're very into basketball. They're both really tall girls. So in the winter, they play basketball. Anyway, my sister came on, and she said something about her other son, not this one, the dad here, her other son who lives in the States and has for many years now. And I said, oh yeah, I just, because it was his birthday recently, I sent him an email on his birthday. And he responded today with another email. And there wasn't much to his email. just thanked me for the email and said that he'd love to visit me, because I said you should come drop in sometime, because from what I know, his job takes him all over the United States. And I thought that, sometime he could come up and visit me. Well, my sister says that he has only just gotten out of rehab. I went, rehab? What? I said, rehab for what? I don't know. I shouldn't have said that because I should have known. Of course, I did know, but I didn't know. I didn't know. It's a total surprise. Yeah, drinking. I don't know. Not clear. My sister is not, she was not clear. Could either be drinking or drugs. I said, usually going to rehab for drinking, but I didn't say anything. I said, oh, wow. I had no idea, because our emails back and forth said nothing about this. But I said, that explains why he's been out of touch. Not that I'm majorly in touch with my nephew, but he, occasionally posts on Facebook, things like that. And I was surprised that it had gotten quiet, so quiet. Yeah, so apparently he's been in rehab. 3 weeks of rehab. Been out of touch for much longer than that. Yeah, so my sister doesn't sound very sympathetic. I don't know. She's disappointed. She's disappointed in this son of hers. And she's just disappointed, which is really too bad. Yeah. Nothing I can do. I'm not going to call him. I don't have his phone number. All I can do is email him and chat. So I will email him back saying, hey, yeah, no problem. I love you. And it's nice to hear from you. And it's been so quiet. So I will play dumb and respond to his email as if I knew nothing. Yeah, my alcohol has not been a problem in my family generally, but there is an alcohol problem in my family, in my sister's husband's family. That family is very much into alcohol and has problems with alcohol. My brother-in-law died an alcoholic, and his brother died before him from suicide with alcoholism involved. And yeah, it's just a problem in that family. So it's really unfortunate. And I know my sister loves her son, but the disappointment, is natural, because those kids grew up with an alcoholic father, and you would think they would know that this is something that they should avoid and be careful about. And that's what I think she is, why she's disappointed. So yeah, that was not a very good phone call. It was a nice phone call, but I can only imagine that it was prompted by my sister saying, Yeah, I want to talk to my sister and call her. I can only imagine. I don't know. I think it also may be because I sent more money. I sent money, of course. I sent a card. I always send gift cards. And I think I sent more this time than I have in the past. I just have upped my gift card amount because inflation and times, and they're older. So I just thought a little bit more. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But it got into a conversation about my nephew rather than my grandniece. I'm glad she said it so that I don't just, oh, okay, great. He said thank you. No, I'll email him back a little bit more because I sent a pretty chatty email. So I don't know if he's still in rehab or that he's just come out of it. I don't recall the conversation enough. I think she said he's come out of rehab. I don't know if he put himself into rehab or if his wife did. I don't know. Much easier to keep track of who's who. Blue is not my, I know, I'm a Leafs fan. Blue has to be. But green leaves are much more logical than blue leaves.